Well, welcome. I want to offer everybody a very big welcome and thank you for choosing the USF MBA program. And I hope that this video will help you give you some background and some information about our program and just give you some information that you need going forward to be successful in the program also. So just a little bit about us, who we are as a university. We are a Christian liberal arts university with many studies in the sciences, humanities, and of course the professions, which is what everybody here is in. Our motto is Culture for Service, which we definitely believe in. We very much believe in having a service culture, and we foster that throughout our university and our students. We believe in fostering academic excellence and the development of mature Christian people for service to God and humankind. We are all-inclusive. We welcome students of all backgrounds with various educational goals in a Christian context. If you want to be here, we want you to be here, and we are affiliated with the American Baptist Churches of the U.S. Regarding academics, lots of things that you should expect. Just in terms of an MBA student, you may not be aware of what we offer to our daytime traditional undergrad students. We offer majors in business administration, public accounting, accounting, sports management, and entrepreneurial studies. We also have a degree completion program, which undoubtedly some of you probably have gone through, which is a bachelor's degree program for adults seeking undergraduate degrees in management, accounting, or entrepreneurial studies, and we're actually adding very soon healthcare administration. That'll be a new one to add. So that's typically people who are usually working full-time, have some education through another school, Southeast Tech or a trade school, or they've got an associate's degree or partial completion on a bachelor's degree. They're coming back, finishing a bachelor's degree with us. And then the MBA program, which all of you have chosen, we have concentrations in management, business innovation and marketing, and healthcare management. Kind of just whatever you choose, the one you want. There are 8 core classes, and then 4 electives for the different concentrations. So who are we? Who will be teaching you your classes? You can see the list of faculty on the screen here. On the left-hand side is our full-time faculty. You'll meet some of us through either online or on campus, depending on how you take your classes. On the right-hand side is our list of adjunct faculty. Some of those adjunct faculty are actually full-time USF faculty, but they teach in other programs. The first 2, Mike Thompson and Nathan Nassif, are actually full-time faculty at USF. They're teaching in other programs during the day, but they do MBA classes with us in the evening or online. And the rest of the people that you see there, all of them are full-time working. They're all academically qualified. They are actively teaching you what they do on a day-to-day basis. So we believe in a more applied program, and so you're going to have people teaching you classes who are actively doing what they teach at the moment. Program administration, I'm Steve Horan, the director of the program, so I am your advisor. So if you've got questions about registration, drops, books, program quality, issues with the faculty or a student, hopefully you don't have any of those issues. But if you do, I'm your advisor. I'm the one that you can come to and see. You can call me, email me, whatever works for you. And Gina DeCesare is how you pronounce Gina's last name. She's, her title is Business Operations Coordinator. I will just maybe say she's an Assistant Director. It's probably a little bit better title for her, who handles the day-to-day activities to keep our programs going. She helps with admissions. She also teaches a class here and there also. And Bruce Watley is our interim dean. He just became the interim dean, possibly will become the full-time dean. That will be determined in the future. Excuse me. The MBA program, just so you know, started in 1993, so it's been around for quite a while. I actually am a graduate of the program. I started in the fall of '99, and I finished in the spring of 2001. I was MBA Group 9. So you guys are Group 42 Spring, and so clearly it's going to be the program's been going for a while. Just so you know, there's other cohorts that are currently in session. You can see who those groups are on your screen. And at any given moment in time, We have between 100 and 125, 130 MBA students. Just depends when the timing between one group starting and one group finishing will definitely be the big swings that we have in the numbers. But right now with your group here starting, we have about 115 students enrolled for spring classes. The goals of the MBA program, that master implies knowledge and competency in the core classes and your chosen concentration. There's 8 core classes that you will become better at with a variety of topics. Really, I think that middle point is one of the bigger ones for us, is to develop strategic thinking and critical thinking, to try to think outside the box, to be able to link data to knowledge and insight in the business environment. So how do you take information, analyze it, and make a decision? How do you think outside the box? How do you solve a problem or an issue? We want to facilitate an understanding of the relationship between ethics, leadership, and personal faith. We believe very strongly in a strong ethical background, that you will learn leadership principles, and then how to link those with your own personal faith, whatever that may be. So the program is designed, the left-hand side is how our program is designed. The right-hand side is how other programs may be designed. I'm not going to say who specifically, it just depends on the school you go to. For us, on the left-hand side, we believe that you must be self-directed. If you are choosing to be an MBA student, we are believing that you are a very self-directed, self-starting person who has the drive and the goals, and you want to achieve this degree. That takes a personal level of commitment and drive to accomplish that. That your previous experience is very valuable in applying your learning on a day-to-day basis. So we very much believe in bringing your background to the classroom. What experiences do you have in the working environment, in previous educational institutions, whatever that may be? We want you to share those with us in the classroom. Learners are expected to assess the gaps between where they are now and where they want to be. So clearly you have a desire, because you're here to gain more knowledge, specifically about business, for a variety of reasons. There's people come to us with a number of reasons why you want to achieve that degree. It's really up to you to figure out what those reasons are. You already know what those reasons are because you're here, but we want you to identify what are the gaps, what are the things that you want to learn and accomplish between now and graduating with us in about 2 years. Learners are expected to be problem opportunity focused and work to develop their skills as critical thinkers. So again, looking at something, asking good questions, trying to drill into what the answers are, looking at a problem from various different perspectives, trying to solve the problem, come up with a solution or resolution. Motivation to learn originates from intrinsic factors, right? That intrinsically inside of you, there's something that you want. You feel like you need to accomplish this degree for whatever the reason is. And I've heard lots of reasons, and there's no bad reason to get an MBA from my perspective. As long as it's something that you know you want to do, we're here to help you accomplish your goal. And of course, we expect you to function as a contributor to a learning community. And the nice thing about our program is you start with a group of people, and you will get to know your group of people very well after 21 months. And that's important to us. We want you to learn from each other, lean on each other, hold each other accountable, form work groups, form study groups. You'll be assigned in groups in some classes. You'll be doing group projects outside the classroom. So all those things are important. Holding each other accountable, adding your knowledge, feeling like to be successful in the program and help others be successful, you need to contribute your knowledge to the classroom discussions. That's very important. So we believe very much in a two-way discussion. We want to hear from you as much as you want to hear from us. Other universities might do more of a learners are dependent on the teacher trainer for the experience. One-way communication is just the professor talking and not the students talking back. Focus on more transmission of information as opposed to critical thinking. The experience of the teacher carries more importance than the experience of any individual in the classroom. And motivation really originates more from external pressure on the learner rather than intrinsic motivation. So we believe in this applied program with a learning community where you're holding each other accountable and you are a self-starter, that you have that self-direction, that self-motivation to accomplish this. A lot of employers have hired our MBA students. I should mention too, we have about 750 MBA graduates are out there floating around. The vast majority are in the Sioux Falls area. Go figure, right? Probably about 75 to 80% are within about a 60-mile radius of Sioux Falls. And of course, we've got people living all across the country as they move away, or if we have students who do online learning with us also. But just think of any of the larger players in Sioux Falls and the surrounding area in terms of companies that employ people with advanced degrees, and they will for sure have a USF MBA student there. Our program evaluations, we give out evaluations for every class. We give out evaluations once a group is finished. We do kind of a breakdown. We spend an hour with a group that finishes going through the program, and the pluses, the minuses. We get that feedback. We give you the opportunity to fill out some surveys with us. And what we hear consistently is that students in the program were able to develop their leadership, communication, organizational skills because of their MBA experience. Basically telling us it was academically challenging, they learned things that they needed to know, they were challenged, they were motivated, and they got the results that they wanted and met their expectations. We consistently hear that. So the strategic part of it, and we're going to try to get you thinking strategically throughout the program. And so what I want you to do now is to think about, as you go through the program, as you complete the program in roughly 2 years, 21 months, where do you want to be? So when you're done with this program, where do you want to be? And that's not just thinking job or physical location, but just in terms of yourself. Is there certain information or knowledge that I think I need to know and be aware of that will help me be a better person, or be a better employee, or be a better manager, or be a better executive? And just kind of figure out, where are you now? Do that self-assessment. Is what I want to be vastly different from what I am today? And if so, how will I get there? So always be thinking, as you take every single class, be thinking, how will this class help me meet my goals? Everybody's here for a reason. You didn't just randomly decide to join the MBA program at USF. Everybody is here for a reason. There's something that you want to accomplish personally, strategically, for your career, whatever that is. And so be thinking now, what do I want that to be over the next 21 months? The handbook is very important. There is a link to the handbook within BUS 520. Make sure you just review that. There are certain sections of this that I want you to really hold near and dear to your heart, and those are things that involve missing class and plagiarism. Those are the big two. So if you need to miss a class, if you're an online student, that probably really won't apply. If you're an on-campus student and you're going to have to miss class for whatever the reason is, be sure to talk to your professor. It's really important that you do. Talk to that person the night you're there. If you know you're going to miss the next week, catch them the week before and say, I'm going to be gone. What should I do? Email, a reminder is never a bad idea. Calling is very okay. As faculty, we expect you to communicate with us. That's what we want. I will just tell you that probably the easiest way people communicate with me, especially working professionals, is email. It's just so easy. The vast majority of people in the MBA program have a job where they're at a computer a lot, and email is just the quickest and easiest way. So that's very okay. Professors expect emails from students, but just make sure if you've got a question, you're going to be gone, whatever it is, it's okay to contact us. Over communicate. That's better than under communicating. We expect that. We want that. If you miss 2 class sections, or sessions I should say, remember that our classes are only 7 weeks long, so if you miss 2 out of 7, that's a pretty high percent. So work with your faculty. If that has to happen, you might want to get permission before you register for the class. Definitely contact them and say, this might be an issue, what can I do? Some faculty will try to work with you, some just may not, and it really depends on the type of class that it is. But if you know you're going to miss a couple of nights before you even register for the class, my suggestion would be to wait and take it at another time if you're doing it on ground, or consider taking it online where you have a little bit more flexibility about when you consume the class content. But if you do miss two sessions, there's a very strong possibility you might have a grade reduction. You know, if you earned an A, you might get a B, because attendance for the on-campus classes is very important. Incomplete policy. Now, this is very rare that students will get an incomplete or need to take one if there's some life situation that just totally got in the way of you being able to finish the work for a class. Just visit with me, let me know, visit with the professor first actually, and just see if you can work out a way to get the work turned in later. And if you need help or assistance with that, then I would be the person to go to after that. But just know that if something happens in your life that just absolutely prevents you from getting the work done on time, an incomplete is okay, but work with your professor first, and then if you need to loop me into it, that's very okay. Academic honesty, again, I mentioned, very important. I see I have a misspelling here. It's expected that all the material submitted as part of any class exercise in or out of class is the actual work of you as a student. Okay, so I just want you to know that. There are some assignments that are actually group-based. You'll know that. The professor will tell you and assign you a group or let you form a group, and the submission may be the work of the group, and that's very okay. You know, that will be known. But generally, outside of that, it's expected that the work that you submit is yours. It's nobody else's but yours. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't seek assistance from another student, that you can't ask for help and ask her, you know, how did you solve this problem, or what was your conclusion as after you read the case, what did you come up with? That's very okay. We expect that. We talked about having a learning community, and so we want you to do that. But the work that you submit is yours. It's not copied from somebody else. Okay, so it's okay to talk about it, review it, ask questions to your classmates. Just don't copy their work. There's a big difference between those. And of course, copying is not good, and that's also called plagiarism. So as you're writing a research paper and you are needing to cite some sources for your research paper, it's really important that if you are using the words or ideas of another person, that you have to acknowledge that. Okay, and your BOS 520 professor will work with you, teaching you APA format, how to cite those sources. The librarian will come into class and help you with that also. Okay, so those are just some things to consider. But just cite your source. It's always important to cite your source. So a general rule to follow with plagiarism: if in doubt, cite a source. It's that simple. Now, Wikipedia is never an okay source for a research paper or anything in APA. Never cite Wikipedia, and the reason for that is Wikipedia can be edited by anybody. Anybody can make something up on Wikipedia. Now, I will tell you, though, that Wikipedia is not a bad place to start if you're looking for a topic. Go find it in Wikipedia, and generally what you'll see in Wikipedia is a whole bunch of references, and they are very legitimate references to very legitimate sources. Look at those sources from Wikipedia. That's how to use Wikipedia, but never actually cite Wikipedia in APA. That's a big no-no in academics. Don't do that. Improper assistance, an example of that is the last one there, turning in an assignment written or for another course without so specifying. So it's not okay to use work done in another course in the course you're currently in. You know, there might be some common themes and so on, but generally with every class we want you doing new and original work for that class. Now you may realize, oh, I did some research in another class that I think will help me with this class. Hey, that's great, that's okay, but you're not to turn in the same assignment in different classes. That's not how this works, and so just don't try it. That's not good. You're kind of cheating yourself when you do that, right? Because you came here to learn new things, and you're not learning new things if you're just rehashing your old work, right? That's not the whole point. So registration, we do registration once per semester. When you first come into USF, your very first semester, we just take care of registering you for your semester's worth of classes for you. And then every spring and every fall we do registration for the following semester. So in the spring we do registration typically late March, early April. And then in the fall, we do registration typically after Thanksgiving right up to Christmas. And that's registering you for your next session. So what I do is I send out emails to all the students saying, if you're in this group, register for these classes, and if you have questions, let me know. So, and I send out instructions for how to register the classes in using our system, my.usf. One more question here for you. True or false, is our mascot, even though it's a purple animal, it's not our mascot. While we are purple and black, we are the cougars, not the sheep. Okay, so if you've got questions about anything that I'm doing here, please email me. You can call me. My office number is 331-6708, or you can always email me, and I will be more than happy to help you out. So your role in the program. Let's talk about that. So I've mentioned the word learning community. It's simply a group of people who share common emotions, values, beliefs, who are actively engaged in learning together from each other. It's that simple. You are a learning community. Every one of our classes is a learning community. And we follow the cohort model, which means that you'll be taking classes with a lot of the same people throughout the program. There will be people who will come and go, who will be making up classes from other groups. You'll be joining another group potentially down the road. So, but just get to know the people around you. Lean on each other, contribute to the classroom, share your experiences as you're presented cases or information in the classroom and the professor is trying to lead a discussion, asking for input. Give input based on your work experience, your life experience, your education experience, whatever that is, and share that with everybody else in the room, because that's how you learn. You learn from each other in a learning community. It's very important. Why should I participate in a learning community? The benefits. Student retention rates go up. Once people feel like they belong to a community, they don't want to leave it. They want to stay with it. They want to build the community. They want to try to make the community better. So you make it better by collaborating, by contributing to the classroom, by doing whatever you can to help you and your classmates learn the material that you're talking about each week. So just be aware, there's lots of good things about having learning communities that we think are very good at the University of Sioux Falls. So think of it as a give and receive approach. Membership helps foster a sense of loyalty and belonging, a sense of influence. You're helping others by participating and being active, and not reactive. You know, even if you think somebody's opinion is way off base and totally dumb, you're not going to say that out loud, right? You're going to nicely offer an alternative opinion. You know, hey Bob, I hear your point. I get where you're coming from. I think I see where you're coming from. However, have you considered approach A, B, C, or D? You know, there's nice ways to do that, right? So you want to contribute in a way that fosters discussion and does not shut down discussion. Fulfillment of individual needs, clearly. Feeling like you are adding to something, making something better, should make you feel better as a person. It should help you feel more confident. It should help you become a better individual, a better teammate, a better manager, a better executive, a better employee, whatever that is. Shared events and emotional connections, of course, because you are going through this together. You're sharing something. And it's something that's very special. And you know, my program, when I got done here, we went through with about 20 people. I'm still close to some of those people. We still get together for dinners or coffee with some of those people. And they're people that I got to know really well. I sat with them in the classroom. You're going to find the same thing. And you're going to feel a little disconnected when they leave you, when you guys are done. You're going to feel like, what do I do now? Or I feel a sense of loss because I'm not going to see these people every Tuesday night. I'm going to miss them. And so my challenge to you all is to find a way to keep that going. Have dinner every now and then, have a coffee, have some kind of a gathering where people can get together and talk about what's going on, and fellowship and talk about what's going on with your individual companies or businesses, and share with each other and get connected with each other on LinkedIn or Facebook or whatever that might be, so you have an easy way to get a hold of each other. What's your role in the learning community? What skills do you offer that are unique? My background is in accounting. When I teach the accounting MBA class, I try to find who are my accountants in the room because I need them. I need them to help other people learn the material. I separate them as I do group assignments in that particular class. I separate the accountants. I don't let them be in one group. I separate them so that they can help other people learn the material, that they can be a point of contact and reference. And that's the whole point, right? So I've got certain skills that I'm good at. They're things that match my degree, match what I'm doing for a living. I'm good at those things. I want to share those with other people and help them learn. But on the flip side, somebody who's strong in accounting might be weaker in leadership or weaker in marketing or weaker in management, whatever that might be. And now they might be more in those classes, more needing of other people who are strong to help them understand the material. And so you're going to find that as you go through the classes, some are going to be right in your wheelhouse. And when that's the case, contribute. Help others learn the material. Sometimes you're going to find that, boy, this is way, way off my comfort zone, this particular class. That's okay. Seek out people in the class that you know, that you trust. Say, can you help me understand this? Would you speak up when this topic comes up so I can learn from you too? That'd be really helpful. And even if you're not sure if you have much to contribute, still do so. Believe it or not, you probably have something to contribute, even if it's not your strong suit. So I highly encourage you to contribute, even if the class is not necessarily your strong suit. It's really important that you do. Those skills, that confidence that you will build throughout the program as you begin to contribute and realize you are contributing good things to the classroom will definitely help you. And I think you'll see that it can become a bright spot in your life as you reflect on your career at USF. So the career mindset. Clearly, most of you are here to benefit your career somehow, some way. You're investing 21 months of your life and a few thousands, over $10,000 to better yourself. And so with that in mind, I want you to be thinking about the career mindset. Are you career minded? And so as you put yourself out there, so some of you I know will get your MBA and begin to look for another job. You're thinking, you know what, I'm just going to get through my current job. It's not fulfilling, it's not satisfying, but once I get my MBA, I'm going to put myself out there and try to find something else. Others are just saying, you know what, this is just more of a personal thing that I want to do. Maybe I'm not looking to switch jobs or careers. It's something I want to do. Others are saying, if I get this, then I can get promoted. I know some employers will offer you a higher rate of pay if you have a master's degree. Some employers will say if you have a master's, you're now eligible for promotion. So I know some of you are here from those perspectives also. But whatever the reason you're here is, be thinking about your career. You're spending a lot of time and money to better yourself with this program. And I want to make sure you get the most out of it that you possibly can. I want you to get all the bang for your buck that you possibly can. And that means looking at your online digital profile. Okay, so look at your social media platforms, whatever those are, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. What do they look like? They look professional. Clearly, each one of those has a different reason for existing. However, your Facebook profile should not have pictures of you drinking and partying all the time. Swear words, things that are potentially offensive or abusive. You want to be very careful of that. Many HR people have gone through this program. I've got some really good HR people teaching in the program, and I always ask them, I say, when you get a job applicant, you get a resume, and you're considering interviewing this person, do you look them up? And the answer is 100% yes. Then my follow-up question is, have you ever decided not to interview somebody and they never even knew it because of what you found online about that person? And 100% of them said, yeah, of course, all the time. So just be thinking, what does that look like now? Clean it up. Make sure it looks nice and professional, the picture's there. It's okay to have pictures of your family and your pets and scenery and vacations on Facebook and LinkedIn, or not LinkedIn, Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. That's very okay. But is it offensive? Does it make it look like you are a party animal? Are there is there swearing? Those things should be cleaned up. Okay, it's just advice I want to give you. Your LinkedIn profile. What does that look like? Do you have a nice picture, a professional picture, or just a picture at least for a guy's wearing a suit and tie or a nice shirt, the ladies wearing professional dress, nice background, you look good. That's important. First impressions are really important. Connect to people. Connect to me, connect to your faculty, connect to your classmates. Make sure you've got a very good description of your job history. There's all kinds of groups you can join in LinkedIn. Do some postings and some updates, post interesting articles, join some LinkedIn groups that maybe mesh with your industry, post things there every now and then. Be a contributor in a thoughtful way. Add to LinkedIn, add to your career, add to your profile. Very important. As an MBA student, you now have access to our Career Services Department. So I'm going to show you a couple things and how to get to look at that. So ASC is Academic Success Center. That's our career services. You now have lifetime access to our career services. So if you would like resume help, interview help, trying to find a better job, those are the people to go and talk to. Okay, they're great. They will definitely help you. And they don't focus just on undergrads. They also help MBA students all the time. I have so many MBA students who have come to me and said, I want to look for a new job, or they were downsized or let go for some reason. I'd point them right to Career Service and say, go talk to them right now. Go over there, march over there, let them help you. They're there to help you. Go take advantage of them. I get that all the time. So just some other things, just the miscellaneous stuff I want everybody to be aware of. If you're an on-campus student, go get a student ID. It's over in Campus Safety, which is in the library of our campus. Go stop by, get a card. Stop by if you can between the hours of 9 and 3. If you're on campus, we have wireless, and you can connect your laptop, a tablet, a cell phone, all that good stuff. Use our data, don't use your data. Parking, you don't need parking if you're only ever here in the evening. They don't check for parking tags after 4 p.m. So if you're here, consistently just for class in the evening, between 6 to 10 is our class time. If you're here after 4, they're never going to check you and give you a ticket. But if you find you want to be here during the day, again, you just go back to Campus Safety and you can get the parking information. I've already mentioned registration for summer and fall classes, how that will happen. You'll get an email from me. The MBA website, I'll show you that on usufalls.edu, and I'll show you my.usf and email and MBA groups. The directory function, if you need to look somebody up on USF, easy way to find that. Also prerequisites, just want to mention, many of you have been accepted in the program needing prerequisites. If you recall, the prerequisites, there are accounting, finance, microecon, and statistics. And so those are the 4 that you need. You just have to have that prereq done before the class that needs that prereq comes up on your MBA schedule. Otherwise, you have to skip that MBA class and make it up at a later date, which is always okay. That's never an issue. But just something to consider and think about. So if you need a prereq, email me or Gina, and we can help you out getting into those classes. USF, all of the prereqs, we offer all of them either online or at night. So whatever fits your schedule, we'll get you those prereqs. And USF360.org is a website that keeps you up to date on events going on around campus. So as an MBA student, you have access to going to our theater productions. We do one in the fall, one in the spring. Sporting events, basketball, football, any event you can think of. We bring in speakers typically once per month in the evening, invite the whole campus, and even people in the community are free to go to those. But if that's something you want to try to connect with and be a part of the campus community a little bit more, you're very welcome to. We'd love to have you in any event that you want to be involved in. Just go to usf360.org and you'll see some of that information. So from there, let me show you a couple of things on our website. So this is just our main website, usufalls.edu, and I'll show you the directory function right here. So if you click on directory, you can then find any office. So I can just click on offices, and I can scroll down and find them. I could go back and just select offices. Here, as many drop-down boxes I can just choose. what I typically do is if I'm looking for a phone number for an office, I just go over here and find it. So most students, who they will contact is Academic Success Center. You can go to their website. You can go to the department listing and find who are the people in that department. A lot of these offices have their own website. But Academic Success Center is one. The bookstore is another one. If you want to order your books, you can just go right here and get those books ordered. The business office to pay your bills. And actually, there's one that says student accounts that actually is probably a little bit better. Financial aid's a popular one right here. And IT, if you need help connecting to Wi-Fi, or if you're having trouble with any of our systems, these are the folks to call. They are located in Jordan Hall. They're open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. On weekdays, but you can always call them or email them if you need help. And then going down here, the library, potentially you might need to call them if you need help. You can go to their website and get access to a lot of research websites, so you might find that useful. And then going down to student accounts, that's probably another really big one for MBA students. So questions about your billing, all that good stuff, that would be who you'd go through right here. Student accounts and the phone number right there. Okay, so that was one. Now the other one I want to show you is IT, their website. So information technology, visit their website. And this is just good information to help you connect. So if you would like to put email on your smartphone, if you've got an iPhone or a Droid device, just click on the information over here, email on your cell phone, click on either one of these and the instructions will come up. There's also information here with when you're on campus, how to connect, and you can see there's a connect brochure right here where that'll help you to connect when you're on campus. So that their website is very good. I highly recommend that you take a look at it. And then, let's see. Just making sure I covered everything that I want to cover. I think I did. I think that covers it. So if you have, hopefully that made sense because it gives you some background and feedback about USF, the program, some of the little things that you need. Just know that we're always here to help you. You can call me or email me anytime, and I'm very happy to help you. Same with Gina. Gina would be the same way. So anything you need, we'll get you set up. If we don't have the answers, we'll let you know who to get a hold of or get the information for you. We want you to be successful, and we want you to have a great time at USF.